Our keynote speaker is the most retweeted person in the world among digital marketers, a New York Times best-selling author of 5 books. He's the president of Convince and Convert, a strategy firm that helps the United Nations, Oracle, Allstate, and other leading brands take their digital marketing and online customer service from good to outstanding. He's a tequila collector, a certified barbecue judge, and writes the world's #1 content marketing blog. Hold on to your seats. Here comes Jay Baer.
And I am deceptively youthful looking, but I have been, thank you, madam, I have been in marketing now for 25 years, and even 3 years ago to suggest you would do something like this would have been crazy. You couldn't get approval for it. But it's not crazy, it's smart. I call this concept of useful marketing utility, Y-O-U, utility. And the definition of utility is quite simple. Utility is marketing so useful that people would pay for it. So what we find now is that relationships are created with information first and people second. If your information is good enough, your customer will allow you to graduate and actually interact with them on the phone or face-to-face. So the better you teach, the more you'll sell. So what I want you to do is give yourself permission to make the story bigger. And by 2020, according to Walker, customer experience will overtake price as the key differentiator. Think about that. That's 5 years from now. Customer experience will be more important to your customer than price. So what this means is that instead of ignoring the people who complain, we need to embrace them. The people who complain about your business, the haters, they're not your problem. Ignoring them is. 80% of companies say that they deliver exceptional customer service. 8% of their customers agree. So we've talked about this multiple times today, and I completely believe this to be true, is that customer service is the new marketing. Everything else about your business can and will be stolen by your competitors. They will copy your products. They will copy your price. They will copy your marketing. They will copy your social media marketing. The one thing they cannot copy from you, the one thing they cannot steal from you, is whether or not you fundamentally care more about your customers than they do. That is not stealable. It is not copyable. That is your competitive advantage. Now you get me. And I am just a man. I do not sing. I can't rock that hairstyle. And you could put on 3D glasses and festoon me with LEDs, and I would look exactly like this. But what I am is Jay Baer. I'm a social media and content strategist and your host, cruise director, and new best friend for this 3-day Smarter Commerce Global Summit right here in Nashville. Thank you all for being here. You know, the irony of all this is that we're using technology and big data so that we can treat customers not like a number. It's kind of interesting. I tell you, Craig, though, a year's worth of contact lenses, you are an optimist, my friend. That is a forward-looking purchase. Year. Many of you have heard of IBM's Watson. And Watson is not just a supercomputer. It is the most interesting supercomputer in the world. Dwight Howard uses Watson to decide who he's going to play in the NBA for. Lindsay Lohan uses Watson for relationship advice. And Chuck Norris uses Watson as a calculator, which seems like overkill. But now the amazing power of Watson is available to all companies. And Manoj Saxena from IBM's Watson Group is going to show us how it's done. But first, take a look at this. Thanks, Sir Terry. That is an inspirational tale. I love what you said at the beginning about if you have an affinity for your customer and they have an affinity for you, it gives you permission to take your business in a different direction. We've had a fantastic morning. The break is going to last till 10:45. Next sessions will begin right at 10:45. Sir Terry and I will be signing our books outside the presidential ballroom as soon as we're done here. And it actually makes a lot of sense because he is a knight, been knighted by the Queen, and my high school mascot was the Fighting Knight, so it's pretty much the same thing.